the hell are you, man?
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
Cast your minds back to 2022 while we were enjoying such films as Top Gun Maverick, the long-awaited Avatar: The Way of the Water. Hell, I even throw in the Batman and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. We had a lot of stinkers with the movie. We had the 355, Moonfall, Tall Girl 2, and of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But there was one film that transcended everything. And when this trailer dropped and this line dropped, I just knew I had to go see it.
Time to die.
No, it's Morbid time.
Oh, shit.
That's right. It's Morbin time. It's Morbius. So why am I covering Morbius now after 2 years later? Well, because of a little indie film coming out at the time of this review called Madam Web. The writers of Madam Web happen to be Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless. Do those names sound familiar to you guys? Well, it's because they're the same writers who did Morbius. So we are in store for some high art, and I figured, why not cover what I consider their magnum opus? Forget Dracula Untold, The Last Witch Hunter, and Gods of Egypt. We have Morbius. It was Morbin time back then. But you know what? They best renamed this film to More BS.
Shut your fucking mouth!
No, but in all seriousness, after numerous delays, we finally got Morbius in theaters, and it was just something. Like I could have, I can't even fathom this movie was so bad. It's funny, awesome. Like, you can't hate Morbius because at a point, it's just funny. It is a funny movie. Currently, it's sitting at a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think I can remember, like, is it bad as people said it? Is it like one of the worst Marvel Sony movies of all time? Well, my dear viewer, I can answer the question clearly. With 2 years later being hindsight, Morbius isn't the worst Marvel superhero film of all time. Not by a long shot. There's a lot of other ones that came and went in the past 2 years and even before it. But damn it, Morbius is a spectacular tire fire that I can't take my eyes off of. It's not good at all, but it's not terrible. It's bad, mediocre, and okay all at the same time. I'll start off with the plot. It was nonsensical. Things just sort of happened to happen and to progress the plot. Nothing was coherent to make a compelling and cohesive story. And that can lead straight into the editing. My God. So, after numerous delays and everything like that, there was a lot of stuff from the trailers that just don't even end up in the film. The scene where Jared Leto's in the alleyway and he passes the Spider-Man poster, that doesn't happen in the movie. Michael Keaton saying, "Hey, Dr. Michael Morbius, we should talk sometime." That doesn't happen until the post-credit scene, which is an entirely different scene. And it's weird because they definitely wanted to maybe make this movie rated R, but they edited it so heavily that a lot of the stuff gets cut when it's like the grotesque rated R stuff, and it becomes like a weird PG-13 mess. And it's even worse because the effects that they use for Morbius when he's like in his echolocation, like flying and everything like that, it's so bad. It's like a combined smoky CGI effect with like the bullet time, and it was so bad, especially near the end with the final fight with Jared Leto and Matt Smith fighting at the end. It was just a big glob of mess. You can't even tell what was going on because it was so dark too. I will say the acting was fine. Everyone did the best they could. The script didn't allow for that much creativity. I mean, you know, Jared Leto tried his damnedest, and I know that the opinion of Jared Leto is that he's weird, but he has his chops as an actor, but this was not it. Going from Joker to Dr. Michael Morbius, it's not really the career choice that I'd want to go through with, but, you know, nobody's character looked or felt cool or important. They all felt like one-dimensional shells, and I'm gonna say the post-credit scene is one of the dumbest things of all time because Sony was really riding on this, and they got trolled when they were re-releasing this movie again because of the memes, which was even hilarious. But the post-credit scene is pretty much what we saw in the trailer when Michael Keaton's character Vulture was like, "Hey, we should talk." That didn't happen in the movie. All it was is a post-credit scene. He gets teleported to the world of Michael Morbius. He meets up with Morbius, like, "Hey, this guy named Spider-Man. We should team up, being like a Sinister Six." It's so bad. It does nothing. Like, everyone was like, "What is the point of this?" Because this is not going to go anywhere. And It makes zero sense. I think I remember I wrote down in my review saying, like, when you watch the post-credit scene, you'll realize that it makes no sense. Like, this makes zero sense. But Morbius was released on April 1st, 2022 with a budget ranging between $75 and $83 million. What a cruel April Fool's joke. After its run at the box office and re-release that bombed even harder, it would go on to gross $167.5 million, turning into a box office bomb for Sony. So, good on you. Overall, Morbius is not a train wreck of a film that critics are saying. There's potential in this film, but the potential of it for being one of the greatest blunders that Sony has ever made, and it's can't wait for Madam Web, guys. I'm gonna give Morbius a final grade of an F. So let me know down in the comments below, did you watch Morbius? Did you love the memes? And are you excited to watch Madam Web and see it become possibly Morbius 2.0? Until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
This is fun! Hello!